All right, so we want to divide by, so I'm just going to write this one down. So we've got x to the power of 4 minus 2x cubed, positive x squared minus 5x plus 7 equals, and we're dividing by x squared plus x minus 1. So I'll just set a few up. I can add some more if I need to. Of course, I'm going to run out of space, which is a bit of a bummer anyway. Okay, so first of all, we need x to the power of 4. So you can tell that I've got, oops, x squared times x squared gives me x to the power of 4. So I've got that. Also in my head, I'm going, all right, what else do I have? I have an x cubed and a minus x squared. So just keep those in mind. The next thing I'm going to balance is the next highest power, so that's the cube. So I want a negative 2x cubed, and at the moment I've got a positive 1x cubed. So I want a minus 3x cubed. So minus 3x will give me negative 3x cubed. So now that balances to negative 2x cubed. But what else does it give us? So I can get rid of that one now. But it also gives us a negative 3x squared, and it gives us a positive 3x. So altogether, if you think about it, I've got negative 4x squared, and I'm up to the x squareds, and I want a positive x squared, so I'm going to have to add 5x squareds on. So in my blue, I'm going to add 5x squareds on, so now I can get rid of my x squareds. My x squareds will work. But what else does that give me? It gives me a 5x, and it gives me a minus 5. So you can see altogether here I've got an 8x plus a 5, sorry, minus a 5. And have a look at what we're dividing by. It's a quadratic, so I know that the remainder is a linear at most, so it's not going to fit in, so I'm going to go down here. So my remainder being, so remember, have a look back here, I want a negative 5x, and at the moment I've got an 8x, so I'm going to have to minus 13 x's to balance that up, and I want this positive 7. At the moment I've got a minus 5, so I'm going to have to add 12 to balance that as well. So if I were to write that as divisor, so here's our divisor, here's our quotient, so the coefficients that we put in, that's our quotient, and then our remainder is minus 13x plus 12. All right, so if we have a look at the next question, it's asking us that, it's saying if it is, so basically if we have no remainder, so just write ax plus b. So if it's exactly divisible by this x squared plus x minus 1, then we know that we're not going to get a remainder. Okay, so we're just going to get that. And the reason we know that is, remember our remainder is just balancing our linear part, so this part. So if we change that part to a's and b's, that's fine. It doesn't, we're fine, because all that remainder was doing was balancing that up. So now when we look, now we don't have a remainder because it's exactly divisible by. So let's have a look at our coefficient of x. So if I look at my coefficient of x, and I'd probably write coefficient of x, on the left hand side I've got a, on the right hand side, where am I getting my x's from? Well, one of them would be 5x there. So I've got 5x, and here I would get a positive 3x. So I'm getting a 5 and a positive 3x. So my a is going to be 8. Okay. Now if I look at my constant on this side, on the left hand side, we've got b. On the right hand side, I'll color code, let's go green. So where am I going to get my constant from? So the only place I'm going to get a constant from is negative 1 times 5, which is negative 5. So a is 8, and I'd put therefore a is 8 and b equals negative 5.